This is the M4DIY dashboard, the first screen you'll see after creating your free account. Think of it as your first stop homepage for all your research. Here you'll be able to create, edit, and view your surveys. You can also navigate to reports and track each survey's progress. At the top, it tells you the survey creation process. 1. You have the dashboard. 2. Build your survey. 3. Test your survey using our smartphone emulator. 4. Field your survey. And 5. Analyze the results as they come in real time. In the middle here, you have 3 static boxes. The left one labeled Projects tells you how many projects you're currently editing. Live Surveys tells you how many surveys are in field. Balance tells you the balance available to field surveys in the future. Down here you have your entire survey list, the name of your survey, the number of completes, your sample size, the status of your survey, and when you last made any changes. Go to the right and you can duplicate your survey by clicking this icon. Pause your survey, end your survey, or delete it by clicking the X. If you decide to end your survey before you reach all of your completes, the funds allocated to that survey will become available to spend. If at any point you have questions or would like more information, use the FAQ section at the top here, or click on Help Center at the bottom. Here, representatives can help guide you through the entire survey creation process. To begin building your first survey, click Plus Survey. You'll get a pop-up that lets you select your audience. Here we have some templates, so if you want to target just US millennial generation, you can click here, and you'll automatically target that demographic. We're going to select Custom. Next you have the Select Survey Template option. This feature is coming soon. It will pre-populate your survey based on whichever template you selected. The templates give you guidelines to help you create the best, let's say customer satisfaction surveys. But for now, let's click on Custom. Here's the new survey pop-up. Enter your project name. We'll do a movie evaluation. Now enter your sample size. We'll put in 200. Select Create Project. This brings you to the second stage, Build. This is the survey builder. At the top here, you have a pane that tells you the cost per complete and the total cost, which is always updating based on the quotas you input, number of questions, and type of questions. To the right of that, you have a feasibility checker. As you're adding your quotas, it tells you whether your survey is feasible and if we can reach the demographics you've selected. If any part of your survey is not feasible, this X will appear in red and tell you exactly which parts of your survey aren't feasible. If at any point you want to preview and test the survey to see what it looks like on a panelist's smartphone, you'd click on Preview Test. On the left here, you have the various question types and quotas you can select. You can choose by gender, age, ethnicity, education, employment status, household income, whether the panelists are parents with children under 18, and you can even target based on geography, either by state or DMA. Next comes primary questions. These are the basic kind of questions you can ask. Hover over any of these and you'll see exactly how it looks on a panelist's smartphone. You can ask a single selection, multiple selection, ranked order, a date and time response, short answer, intensity scale, and 2-tap matrix. Next are your multimedia question types. These are interactive questions. You can ask a panelist for an audio, image, or video capture, or display them an image or a video. Using the heat map display, you can display them an image that asks them to click and comment on what parts of the image stand out to them the most. Next is the GPS location tool that M4 has specially developed for pinpoint accuracy that's beyond any other system's capabilities. It enables you to target people based on their exact location. We have hundreds of thousands of locations available right now, and we're constantly adding more. You can target people using in location, which means that once they step into the location, they get pushed the survey and must complete that survey while being in that location. If you select after visit, our system will push them a survey notification as soon as they've left the location, and they have 48 hours to complete that survey. Since our example is a movie evaluation, let's make the location a theater. We'll add AMC Theaters and set the push for after visit. As you can see at the top here, the price pane automatically updated to let you know that the cost has increased because you've added the location capability. Next, we have advanced tools. You can add collapsed variables, which allows you to bucket certain answers together. You can then create filters and categorize your data on your project tracker. Based on those different buckets, we have termination points where you create disqualifying criteria and instructional text, which shows the panelist instructions to read before continuing on to the next question. Let's go ahead and build a quick survey. To add quotas and question types, drag and drop them into the navigator. When you select Autofill to evenly distribute the quota percentages, or enter your own quota percentages that you want for male and female, we'll go ahead and autofill, then save. We'll also choose ethnicity. Let's say you want to reach 100% Hispanics. Put in 100, and the other ethnicity quotas autofill with 0. Let's add one primary question option here, single selection. This is the question editor. You type your question at the top. You can upload any media files you'd like to accompany the question. You can edit the text here. Input the choices you're giving the panelist under choice name. You can upload an image to accompany each choice name. You can randomize the order of your choices by checking the random box. And you can set quotas to control how many people answer that choice. To add choices, just click the plus icon. If you'd like to remove choices, click X. Since our survey is about movie theaters, we'll ask, how often do you visit the movie theaters per month? Let's do less than once. 1 to 2 times. More than twice a month. At the bottom here, we have logic branching, an option that allows you to target this question based on quotas or answers to previous questions. So if you only want males to receive this question, you'd select male. You can make this as complicated as you like by using the and, or, and not operators, as well as the parentheses. For example, you could select male and Hispanic. You can go as in-depth as you like. We're just going to go with male for now. Click Save. Let's see how to preview and test the survey. Here at the top, you click Preview Test. This leads you to the third stage, Test. Here's the emulator, which tells you the estimated time needed to complete your survey. So let's go ahead and start the survey. Let's begin with gender and put male. Under ethnicity, we wanted to reach 100% Hispanics. So panelists who select Caucasian will be disqualified. So let's select Hispanic. How often do you go to the movie theater per month? We'll choose more than twice. So now that you've successfully tested your survey, you can retest it to see the various paths a panelist can take. You can edit the survey to make changes, or you can click Done Testing to submit your survey. At the fourth stage field, you have a summary on the left that gives you the sample size, price per complete, and the total cost. It shows whether your survey is GPS enabled and which locations you have added, as well as any quotas you've inputted. On the right is requested fielding dates, where you put in the day for your survey to go into the field. So we'll input Tuesday, and the end date, the day it goes out in the field. We'll give it a week. Put in your email and phone number. At the bottom, put in any notes you think the reviewer should have before approving and fielding your survey. Now that we've gone through all 4 stages, let's submit the survey for approval. Our fielding specialist will review your survey within 8 hours and alert you if there's anything else they need before we can field your survey. If there's no edits that need to be made, we'll field it according to the dates that you've selected. Now let's go to the 5th stage, Analyze. In the analysis section, your survey is laid out question by question. You can see each question in a table format as displayed here, as a pie chart, as a bar graph, and even as crosstabs. Let's crosstabs by age. It's broken out for you here. You are able to export each of these graphs by clicking on the cog here and selecting the Export feature. At the top right, you're able to export the entire data set, the raw data, by selecting Export. If you have any multimedia questions such as audio, image, or video captures, you can download those by selecting the Multimedia download. It downloads those media files to your computer as a zip bundle, and the files remain tied to each panelist's ID.